Hey ManCave, this is Bob from DaBob's N-Scale ManCave, and we're about to open the show here in Amherst in Springfield, Massachusetts. It's about 1 minute till show opening, and it's going to be a great weekend. So if you're not here, you should be here, but if you're not, sit back and watch and see what I find. Let's go take a look. And we got the lines of foremen. Got buses out here. It's a crazy, hazy, foggy day. And crowds are starting to come in. And we have Miller Engineering, all the lights and billboards and all sorts of stuff in here. Scenery Clinics over there. The Tunnel Inn. Chester Railway Museum. The Train Master. Oh. Microtrains over here. Can't pass by these guys without saying hello. We got new scale releases, the new body style, the all 60-foot modern flat car, and some more 60-foot high cube box cars coming, and Southern Pacific flat cars with tanks on them. Also, X Per Diem Weathered Boxcar Series. It comes out in April. Man, looks like another series I'm going to have to get. Also have some Toys for Tots pack here. There's a camouflage. And some more UP 2-packs. And business packs. Got some Z-scale and your January releases if you haven't gotten them already. Also have, well, looks like some weathered boxcar things here. And it's a weathered 3-pack. Cool. And of course you have the Area 51 4-pack. Morning. Morning, Eric. Catch you while you're eating, of course. Never fails. May have to get some Area 51 stuff. Got some assembly instructions because, you know, it just doesn't come built for you already on some of this 3D printed stuff. And, of course, the Grit and Grime series. Looks like Microtrains is not going to be micro anymore. It's going up to HO. There you go.
Until you're done shooting. Especially if it's going to go up on the website.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Got a bunch of buildings over here on this side. Trains for sale over here. Okay, I just picked up a Toys for Tots from Microtrains set in here. Got my discount, and you can get your discount too if you use DaBob24 on your promo code at the anstrains.com website, or you can email them at anstrains@gmail.com. They got quite a bunch of stuff here. You got a lot of Kato. And you got some Microtrains, and you got all sorts of products, Woodland Scenics stuff, and everything else. So check them out. And it looks like we have the Kato booth. Got some HO offerings here. More passenger fleet stuff, and more Amtrak versions, 50th anniversary, those kind of things. Also, you get a T-track module kit showing how it can be made. And you got some T-track right here. And you can get some of the kits, little tiny mini diorama kits, which is basically what these are. You can get a little creative on what you're wanting to build. Pretty cool. And of course you have the N-scale stuff over on this side. Passenger sets. You got the C&W 400 set. CB&Q Silver Streak Zephyr. And you get some more diesel locomotives here. These are ES44 ACs. BNSF, Canadian Pacific, CSX, etc., etc. And of course you got a 844 Northern right there. And you got one of these Japanese building kind of things for their small layouts. The little tiny trolley systems right there. So yeah, quite a bit of things here at Kato. Okay, we got scale trains. There's going to be some broadcast here about their new announcements. I know they have some N-scale and HO announcements. Got a new locomotive in N-scale, I'm hearing.
Bob's in the house.
Hey Shane.
Bob, you coming back in a little bit?
Yes, I will be here at 10 o'clock.
You're gonna love what's coming up.
I better.
You will. You're gonna be in your wheelhouse.
Well, every time you have something new come out, I always predict it's going to be an SD45 with a hustle muscle, but I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt
30 minutes or so.
Yep. But that's always been my prediction. It's always no, I'm wrong again.
It is hard.
Yeah, we'll be here to see it. The Bollinger Edgerly scale trains. Bunch of castings. A lot of castings, some packages of little tiny, it looks like some sheep or rams here. Nope, leaky dog it says. Hand pumps and all sorts of different stuff. Fire hydrants. A lot of things you can paint here because they're all die cast. And you got some basic buildings, watchman houses, and so forth. All in HO scale. Well, we've got some shingles, but they do have N-scale shingles over here somewhere. Got a lot of those kits. We got Vitero. I think it's sort of these are stains. Different kind of weathering solution stains. Pioneer homes and stuff like that. Erie Cafe, you got a lot of neat buildings over here. So if you want to find them, they're right across from Scale Trains. And we got a HO division, the hub division, basically. National Model Railroad Association, Northeastern region. Got a nice little layout here. Kind of snaking through and so forth. There's some windmills. Nice big yard here. Steel mill here. Low scale, the New Haven Model Society of Engineers, or New Haven Society of Model Engineers, however you want to read that, I guess. So we got a nice lift bridge over here that actually operates, and I've shown that in a previous trip here to the Amherst. It's pretty neat. And so you can get t-shirts here, and train stuff, and swaps of all sorts of things, and memorabilia, toys. Got some toys over here. Little mini cars. Bunch of those kind of things. Custom rolling stock, NHO. We have some N scale over here. Lots and lots of items. And a nice HO layout here. Best in Show module last year.
Keep an eye out for that. Yeah.
Okay, we got the Bachman booth. And we got their normal selections of things. Thomas the Tank Engine collections, N scale, HO, O scale, you know, blah blah blah. Everything you can think of. We got some Christmas car stuff here, and trains. Well, an NMRA card right there, or you can scan that and learn more about the NMRA. And we have some HO scale intermodal and hoppers. And we got some coal cars. An N scale, some hoppers, some reefers, yada 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 stuff. GP16 locomotives, GP10 locomotives that are coming out in HO. I heard that was kind of new. I'll do one of these as well. SD40-2 locomotives. Blah 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 stuff. HO, you don't want to hear about this. Okay, we're at the NMRA booth here, where you can learn more about the NMRA and talk to the president, Gordy Robinson, over there, and the women in model railroading and those kind of things. See, there she is, Cynthia Priest and Gordy and the crew. Yeah. And so yeah, we got a bunch of stuff here. got the new convention coming out for the NER convention, September 2024. And of course, you got the convention this summer in California.
Like an island in the middle. Like, and not just regular Scotland. Like, he's like looking at
5 minutes, no pressure.
Like, it's amazing. What do you think we're going to see next? Let's wildly speculate.
Got a big crowd here waiting for this announcement.
So we're going to get started with our first industry announcement. I want to introduce you guys to Gordy Robinson. Gordy is the president of the NMRA, and we are super excited. It's something we've been working on with the NMRA now for close to a year probably. We're going to announce this morning. So our big industry announcement is?
Well, in 2026, it's 250 years of the United States. I'm being British, you know, when we're all chuffed with that. You can come back anytime. But it's also 10 years of scaletrains.com, and we are happy to announce that our National NMRA Convention, our week-long train festival of everything trains, is going to be in Chattanooga, Tennessee, with the full support of scaletrains.com. So there'll be all kinds of things. Shane will tell you a few things that's going to happen.
So we are super excited to have the National Convention come to Chattanooga in 2026. We, of course, have the National Train Show and a ton of activities planned. Roy Masterson, president of the SCR, the Southeast region, is the chairman, and his team and us and Corey and the National will all be working together. We're going to have a lot of real activities. There's going to be layout tours, operating sessions, and we're super excited. On Thursday of the convention week, Scale Trains is sponsoring a charter trip to Somerville, Georgia, where it's going to be pulled by Steam, and all the Scale Trains family will be on the train. We'd love to have you guys come with us and spend the whole week in Chattanooga. Our offices will be open. The warehouse will have all kinds of specials, and a chance we've got Pele Soberg's layout. You'll be able to see it, and a couple of other layouts as well. So we look forward to seeing you guys in 2026 in Chattanooga. Hopefully you all can come down and see us, Morty. Thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Mike, welcome. Welcome to Springfield, buddy. So this morning, if you don't know, last summer, Scale Trains became a partner with Virtual Railfan. And so we call that couple together. Mike's one of the co-founders. And how do you guys like to watch real trains or go and see real trains? See a lot of hands up there, right? And if you can't travel everywhere, we have just the opportunity for you with Virtual Railfan. And Mike, you know, the subscriptions on the website, last night they were $16.99 and $21.99. What are they this morning?
So memberships used to run from $16.99 to $30 a month. $4.99 you get everything we offer. One price, everything.
So we went to $4.99 this morning on YouTube, $4.99 on the website, and all kinds of exclusive features on the website. Where can folks go to learn more about what's happening with Virtual Railfan?
It's going to be virtualrailfan.com/join, or just scan one of the codes with your smartphone on the booth and it'll take you to the page.
So the exciting thing there is you get the dashboard, which you can go see where you can watch up to 9 locations at one time.
Yep.
You also get location pages where you can watch all the locations in one spot. You've got DVR where you can go back for 10 days and actually never miss a train. And then for 2024, we have new things coming. Those are?
We're going to do an app, a mobile app for your television, tablet, smart TVs, Apple TV, Fire Sticks, Roku, the whole 9 yards. So this year we started development this month.
So a new app this year. We have tons more locations coming this year. We've got scanner functionality, enhanced sound quality, and we'll have a few more surprises. So check that out at virtualrailfan.com/join. Just $4.99 a month, making it affordable for everybody to watch trains. Mike, thanks for coming to see us on the show. All right. So how many are in-scalers in the land here? All right.
That's me.
Now, Matt is not normally a loud guy, so we're really going to have to amp him up here. You know? You got to yell.
How's this?
All right, Matt, let's start with the freight car.
Let's start with the freight car. All right, for N scale.
So I kind of misspoke when we were teasing. It has a unique feature, but it has been done before, so I apologize. But Matt, what do we have?
We have an N scale, the iconic high school reefer, Trinity 82 foot, 78, 83 cubic foot, full reefers.
That's a
And we
roofers.
did them with a couple different HVAC styles. So we've got the early carrier as they were built in 2001, and then later they were retrofitted to early thermal kings and then late thermal kings.
Thermal
So
king
we've got all three
roofers.
versions of carriers, and we've done paint schemes for the original non-FRA safety striping, and then as they started getting shot, they started doing adding the safety stripes on the bottom. So 4 offerings to start with. 8 road numbers each, I believe, so you can do a whole block of these, or you can add a couple cars to your fleet.
So Matt, there's one thing.
Yes.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me, well, then you'd have to turn on the sound unit of these. The track-powered sound unit, available on some models. You can buy with sound, without sound, and you can turn the sound on or off, up or down, so reefers with sound.
So
Reefers with
and look for taking pre-orders now on the website. Look for delivery on these probably in the late summer. And now for you locomotive guys, Matt,
Yes.
what do we have?
What flavor would you like? I'm partial to Rio Grande.
Real grand.
And if you can look at the light just right, you can actually see through the back. I can see the lights through there. We can't get full see-through effect like an HO scale because we still want the thing to move, so there's a little gear tower in there. But we have full photo etch screens on the back, etchings on top. We have Rio Grande, a couple nose styles, couple lighting styles. We have your popular SPs, UP, Kodachrome, original SP. We've got snoot noses, we've got standard noses. And where appropriate, on the early SPs, you have the full lighting packages on the front and back. Now we can't make the little red emergency light up, but as far as the bars and pile lights, we're doing that in N scale as well. So the DCC equipped ones will come with those effects already installed, so in the Rio Grandes and the SPs where appropriate, you'll have the pile or bars gyro lights on.
Awesome. Any questions on tunnel motors or on the reefers in the crowd?
Got tunnel motors.
So pre-orders on the tunnel motors now. Look for delivering those probably late summer, early fall. Matt, thanks for making time for us, buddy.
Anytime.
Back to work. All right. So these will have, while Paul's doing some unboxing there for me, we've got etched metal roof walks, of course, on the top. You've got all the plumbing detail on the ends. Still with exact rail trucks, so they won't have the rotating bearing caps. You've got the KD couplers on the models and several different road names as Paul's pulling them out here. And also want to talk about a couple that are going to be exclusive to Spring Creek model trains. So Spring Creek, before we acquired Exact Rail, was working on this project, so they'll have 2 for some Nebraska grain co-op elevators, and they actually have the samples over in their booth in the Young building. They're taking pre-orders now for those, and we are taking pre-orders as well. Mike, are you ready? Come on in, Mike. Mike's here. All right. So the TV's not on, but we'll get it up here in a minute. The next thing we're super excited about, and it's going to be an HO. All right. So Mike, about May, June, CSX unveiled Heritage units. And everybody's been wondering, when are the Heritage units going to come? Well, we've been working with CSX, actually trying to get in with them. Started in May last year, finally got through the door in December, and we have been working very closely with CSX from the Monon unit forward. CSX has supplied us with all the color coding, all the color codes. So the first units will get the colors correct because they are a little bit different than some of the original prototype colors. But the reason that we want to talk about CSX Heritage units, we're going to do the first 5, announcing those today. We'll do them in groups of 5 as they're released. And Mike, you know, one of the things about the ES44, you tell me all the time, Shane, this is way more complicated than any locomotives out there. Why is that?
Well, for anybody who says it's just another Gevo, hasn't spent the time that we have on a Gevo. The ES44 has got a production span that started early 2000s. They're still building them today. And much like automobiles, every year they're built, they look a little bit different, even though the name's the same. And so there are details. We've got a spreadsheet that's about 80 columns wide of detail variations among ES44s.
So, you know, so the first units that came out, they supplied the colors. And now we're working, I actually got a chance to go down to Waycross to the paint shop. You've been working with the person who supervises the operations of the paint shop in Waycross. Tell folks what's been happening since the Monon unit.
Since the Monon unit, we've actually been able to get a really good relationship with CSX, and we're actually helping supply color chips. Matt Grodzinski, who is on our team, has access to a lot of the original color chips, and so we've actually been supplying colors to them. So we're going to be guaranteed to get colors that are accurate, both on the prototype and on the model. We're also working with them on artwork, trying to refine some of the graphics that they're using. We've actually redrawn some graphics to them. Our art team is working with them on that. So we're doing all we can to help them to deliver the best locomotives they can.
So that's what's really cool is, you know, some folks were a little unhappy with like the New York Central font, and we actually supplied the Monon font to them, and did the Monon artwork, and we supplied the Monon colors. So moving forward, the awesome part of this is when somebody comes to us and says, hey, that color's not right, it's like, hey, we supplied that color.
Yeah,
so,
we're supplying the colors, so the color's going to be right.
Yep. So that's the next thing. That's the HOES44. That announcement's on our website. We actually have some 3D renderings that we'll have up. We'll put them on the screen here in just a little bit. And then, Mike, you'll get Paul. So it's only appropriate that for the 250th anniversary of the United States, which is in 2026, we'll have the convention in Chattanooga. And what about 1976 and 1776? This is the EMD GP40 NHO. Go ahead, Paul. Tell us all about the G40s.
Okay, so like Shane mentioned, the new locomotive we're announcing today in HO scale is the EMD GP40. One of EMD's most popular models, introduced in 1965, produced in 1971. And this is an all-new model for us. I mean, it's not only we're using from previous projects to the gearbox from the GP30, but all new tooling, a lot of prototype details and variations. We're covering production from pretty much from the beginning to the end as far as the phase variations. So we got things like smooth blower ducts, rib blower ducts, different types of radiator grills, fuel tanks, different size fuel tanks, and then all the other options that we're going for, like railroad-specific details, different types of horns, radio antennas. We've also got different variations planned, like Dash 2 type rebuilds, all kinds of little variations. So, like the WP units here represent fairly late production units are built in 1971. Built in late 1971. They're cut near the end of production. Long rear brand. We got Milwaukee Road, Louisville and Nashville, Western Pacific in their pearl and green scheme with the orange stripes. Nice companions, these two. And also Chicago Northwestern, which had second-hand GP40s. And these are unique in having Blomberg trucks with the outboard brake shoes deleted, no detail. And Penn Central, Dave Hobson. There you go. Sorry, I need it. Gotta hang on to it. So there you have it. It's a pretty exciting project. It took a while getting it done, but we're pretty pleased with how it came out, and we're excited to see that it's united finally.
Well, Paul, thanks for telling us all about the HOGP40. I want to say thank you guys for making time for us this morning. All the models are here. We'll get things kind of spread out so everybody can come and take a look. Here to happy to answer all your questions. I want to say for those tuning in, not live, they'll be here in just a minute, but say thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for being here. Wish you all the best. Have a great afternoon. God bless.
Thank you.
Okay, we're here at Scale Train's booth, and one of the new announcements this weekend was this new 82-foot Trinity reefer, and you've probably seen a lot of these out there before, but this one is going to come with sound. And currently they have the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railway versions, I'm not sure if they have the other railroads. I'm sure they do. Probably out there. You can pre-order by scanning this right here for HO and over here for N scale. So take a look at these. They're going to have some fine details on the ends. Look at the reefer air conditioning units right there. You have all the details on the side for those doors. They're awesome. The bottom's detailed pretty well as well. There's a couple slots, little holes right there, which I believe is where they're going to have a switch to turn the sound on and off. And so yes, these do have sound, or will have sound in them once they come out for production. And they'll be track powered for the sound, so you don't have to worry about a battery. And you just turn them on and off if you don't want them to run. And they're going to look really nice. You know, just like its big brother in HO. Another announcement was the HO GP40s. You can pre-order those right now on their website. You got Rio Grande, Penn Central, looks like Milwaukee Road, and these Western Pacific bicentennial versions, numbers 1776 and 1976. These should be out at some point in time in the next few months, maybe next year, or at least ready for 2026 when Scale Trains host the National Train Show, or National Train Convention, NMRA convention. And you also got a Western Pacific version over here, and Northwestern. Yep, those are good. We do have N-scale ET44s. Those are in stock, along with some of the HO versions as well. Yankee Town, We Can Do America, or Can Do America. EJ and E, kind of a bicentennial paint scheme there. And you also have the Evans 4780 hoppers that are on pre-order. Looks like these walkways got loose a little bit, but these are all pre-production models, and so hopefully everything will be working out better when you buy yours. We also have the appliance boxcars, double door boxcars in HO. Now in HO you also got these 2-bay peak and fish belly open hoppers and ICC wide vision cabooses. So we got those, and also looks like a USRA 40-foot rebuilt steel boxcar in HO, Grand Canyon line right there. GP30s in HO, and you have some GE-9s in N scale. Looks like a nice Southern Pacific paint scheme right there with the red nose and everything. Looks like a repaint to Union Pacific, basically. A bunch of different versions. I got this BNSF repainted one. Looks like a Franken monster kind of thing. And then you have these F68BH finger rack flat cars. And as you can tell, they have all these little fingers that stick up. I believe you kind of hold some sort of rods or rails or something like that in there. And or something that's small and flat or tall. You just kind of need to hold them in place. Those I've never really seen before, so they're quite interesting. And they're on pre-order right now at Scale Trains. Also, you can pick up and pre-order these bulkhead flat cars as well. So you can put some loads in there. And you also have some PS 5820 covered hoppers, also on pre-order. And some Trinity tank cars and HO, gondolas, covered hoppers, and no stock. All those are in stock or on pre-order. We have more AC 4400 CWs coming on pre-order. The Gevos. Lots of those different paint schemes. And also in HO scale as well. Banta Modelworks. We got this nice Southern Pacific N-scale depot. Like laser cut buildings. Got some other depots and barns, and a mill at HO scale. Then you got this Acme Dynamite one coming in F scale. It's huge. Foley's barn in F and G scale. Here's a nice scene. N-scale Pro Patria meal. Interesting. Well, we're over here at Spring Creek Model Trains. They got all their stuff here again this year. Got the big booth set up. They almost bring the whole store with them, but they don't actually do that. They bring a lot of the store with them. If you go over to the store, it's still packed full of stuff on the shelves. So let's go take a look at the N scale. Hello. How's it going?
Good. Been real busy this morning.
It looks like it.
Yeah, I think we've got a nice crowd.
Yep.
Oh, really?
There is.
Awesome.
And I mean, that line,
That's great.
Yeah,
That's what I want to hear.
You'll be able to stay in a hotel tonight.
I can pay for another night's room.
Yep. I'm going to walk around some more and see what's here.
All righty. See you later.
Yep. Oh. And you got exclusive run with Rapido, the Auto Flood 3s, Omax. If you live in the Omaha, Nebraska area, you see these all the time coming through. Steel train cars. Intermountain.
Yeah, sorry, that's the answer.
Hello. Okay, Scale Trains announced these new hoppers and a special run just for Spring Creek themselves for Nebraska kind of usage. Things that have been done before a long time ago, and they're running them in HO. So you got the Clay Center Grain Company, Clay Center, Nebraska, and you also have the Fairmont Farmers Co-op Association in Fairmont, Nebraska. They look pretty nice. So that's what they're talking about in the announcement today.
Attention please. If you have a New York plate.
Now we're over here at the T-Track and got a nice little Barbie scene here. Sit around the Christmas tree. Some ships over there, pretty cool. You can get very creative with these T-track modules. Big battleships, aircraft carrier. Sorry, I should know better. We got a lot of stuff here in the T-track. Big layout. Got a long auto rack frame.
How's the weather up there?
Beautiful. It is raining people. It is raining more people.
Railexplorers.net. You can pedal your way across the tracks, along the tracks with your buddy, and see the sights that only railroaders get to see normally. Go on abandoned rails. Rail Explorer. Then you have this layout here.
I can't believe that Claire doesn't have that.
It's a vehicle club. So they like their vehicles in HO scale. Pretty neat. With some cranes. Pretty cool. Nice.
I guess tomorrow's supposed to be crap.
The Garden Railway Society. And a lot of this stuff here. It's one big layout. It was way all over the place. It was way down there. The monster. Of course, we have a lot of HO. This big long layout here. Got a movie going on. Tom and Jerry. Signals and everything else. It's a long, long railroad. Looks like some laser engraved bridges. Custom bridges.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Got Lego monstrosity here. Wow, huge buildings. Even got a stadium down there. Let's go take a look at the stadium. Got a football stadium. We got a lot of trains over here. All Lego. New England Lego Users Group. We do have the N-Scale Club here from N-Track.
So, a lot of people using these joiners between sitting. There it is. 6 feet long and cranking around.
And we got a big space camp here, or Science and Space Museum. Looks good. We got a YouTube meet and greet over here at the Mini Prints website, and you can go get yourself 3D scanned and then print it out on resin. And so we got a bunch of YouTubers here doing some live streaming, those kind of things. So pretty good. But we got high people. So yeah, we all met up over here. Time to go see more stuff. Trainmaster H24-66. GP40s. GP7 and 9s as well. And some cupola cabooses. 90-ton hoppers. Standard Vision cabooses. And 4750 cubic covered hoppers. And also NE6 cabooses. Also have some GE-8 40-Bs. G8-40Bs. That's a tongueful, mouthful. And also have the 3,500 cubic foot dry flow covered hoppers. And these double door boxcars. We have a sea of people everywhere. Woodland Scenics is here. Haven't seen them in a while. They're doing some clinics. But they're making some scenes. Some buildings and O-scale, HO, and N-scale. Ready-lit buildings. Miss Molly's Diner. And Carver's Butcher.
Like those acorns?
Yep. I went a little nuts packing my trains when I came to the show.
It's going that way. You want to follow the train? You want to see which way it goes? All right, one more minute, and then we're going to move.
We haven't seen NCE at a train show in a while. They're here at Amherst. Tracks, power cabs. Got some Power Pros working here. Power Pro PH5 and PH5R. Pretty cool. And a bunch of those pieces as well. Great Northern Hustle Muscle in G scale. Yep. We're a free decoder. Ask how at the Soundtraxx booth. Yep. We got a nice little display on here for showing some switching operations. And you can kind of play with this to find out if you are going to win doing your operations. Hello, Nielsen.
Hello. You here to point a camera in my face?
There. Oh, I was cutting your head off about right there. I was like, oh, hey, I probably should put it up higher.
Alrighty.
How's it going?
Good. Yourself?
Good. So, my viewers probably want to know how do they win a decoder at the show.
So it's actually through our switching contest here.
Ah.
So what we're doing is we're running a switching contest. You have to take a Blue Nami equipped locomotive and drop off these two cars there and there, and then pick up this car and take it away with you. And it's not time-based. We actually decided to do a points-based system for for moving violations. If you get one of these, you get subtracted points. If you do extra safety steps, you're going to actually get points added to your score. And at the end of the day, whoever has the highest score will win a free decoder.
Fun!
And you do it using
the Blue Nami
in this locomotive.
Yep.
So you've got a little Alco S4 in the Blue Nami app to achieve it with. So you've got all your function lists. We have the momentum and we have the brakes set up. So you do have to bear in mind your stopping distance.
Yep.
And you have to be thinking ahead.
Of course.
It's actually quite a fun little challenge, and it can be quite difficult too.
It's a puzzle.
Yeah.
Definitely
if you're not used to operating in that manner.
Yeah.
But once you get the hang of it, it's actually pretty easy, and it can be quite fun. And obviously, there's a chance to win a free decoder.
That sounds great. So, what else is new at Soundtraxx?
21-pin Blue Nami.
21-pin.
Yep, we're announcing it today.
What does that do?
So it's the standard Blue Nami, has all the same features as the Blue Nami, but now it's in the 21-pin board format.
Okay.
So if I can get this shell off this guy here. You can see we have the 21-pin Blue Nami there.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
But does it come in N scale? No, it does not come in N scale.
But with the Scale Train's gas turbines, this will fit.
Oh.
Because the Scale Train's gas turbines use the 21-pin socket.
Yeah.
Not the Next 18. So this decoder will fit in those locomotives.
So you can do that in my GTEL 8500 gas turbine if I want to run it Blue Nami-ish.
Yes. Or the standard turbine, I believe, is also using the 21-pin socket.
Okay. Then it's wide enough for that'll fit, so...
Yep.
Good. Yep.
There are a couple locomotives you can get it into N scale with, but only the ones with the 21-pin socket.
Yeah. There's not too many of those around just yet.
No. It's mainly just the Scale Train's wide bodies.
Okay.
So, the gas turbines.
Yep. Well, thanks.
No problem.
We have the Class 1 Modelworks. And they got their pricing set for their flat cars. You got loads and auto parts cars. All in HO.
Okay, the boat's coming in.
Okay. You got these loads here. Pretty cool.
That's fine. Okay, I'll check the website once you go.
You can get these road names for your auto parts cars. And you also got some 5,200 cubic foot hopper cars. Yeah. You got this version and that version as well. Human City. We got Heath from Human City. Can't really see him against the light. We're at the ESU booth, and so they got some trains going back and forth. Can't see a thing against this bright light.
I know. At least it's a bright, even light.
I was looking at you.
Just have to get on that side.
You're just a silhouette in black against there.
That's the way I roll. Silhouette in black. Looks like you're actually delivering indicators over here.
Mine Mount Models. Skip's Bait and Tackle. Looks like it's in N scale.
This was my very first kit that I put out.
What'd you find?
Alright, we'll have a good one. Yeah, it'll be cleared out by there. We won't get back that way until Tuesday.
If you for my friend Richard Boone,
Yeah, there's a shorter.
cut.
And there's two.
Actually, for my friend Richard,
Slightly longer than the other.
there's a crackle car,
You should get the slightly longer one in my opinion. Everybody's a little.
and there's two more over here. And no, I'm not buying all three.
And they were like, "Can you do it in your head?"
Hard Duck Locomotive Works.
Put their museum right on the
All laser cut locomotives.
So these
For display, obviously.
198.
National Capital Trains really likes their Kato trains. They have a bunch of Kato train sets over here, all the way down there. And then they also have some of the other brands, Broadway Limited, Microtrains, Atlas, yada yada yada, all the way down here. We have Fast Track Layout Construction by Maine Customizable Benchwork at that website right there. Right? And you can make all sorts of customizable stuff. Make corner pieces. You can make lift up bridges. You can make all sorts of stuff. So we got walkways.
This fall is the
You got these corners. Durable benchwork. Yep. Construction like that in the corners. You have double levels, whatever you want. You get some custom wall-mounted logos here. Look like giant coasters. And you get custom drinking cups and mugs with your favorite road number on it, or road name, railroad name, railway name, whatever. Oh, these are tables that are up there. Okay. Make it into a table. Not so bad. Put a piece of glass on it. Yep. A little coaster. Yep. Cool. No.
We've announced this weekend at the Amherst Railroad Hobby Show our 64s and 6000s in N scale on the success of our HOs conversions, and these will be out next January, February.
Next January, February. It's just time for this show next year.
That's the plan. Trashy here.
Yeah.
So we got 3 different paint schemes, 2 versions in AIM, MWCX, and Triple M for our 6000s, and then we got a nice little plethora for the 64s. The AIM in the 14,000 and the 15,000 series. The nice blue Secures, which I actually love the paint scheme.
I do too.
ABC Recycling in the red. And then open up, we got more. Oak Ridge, 2 versions of Cardella, Winx, CDX, which has been very popular in HO, Murphy Road, DAX, Office, and then we're offering 3 data cars, gray, black, and green.
So you can make your own. Basically.
Make your own trash.
Cool.
Yeah.
I make my own trash every day, but you know.
So these will be out next January, February next year.
Okay.
They'll be on our website tonight to take pre-orders. We're just finishing the website today.
Good. Yeah. Good. And what's the price on these?
So these ones are going to be 38 single US or 44 Canadian, 219 for a 6-pack or 260 Canadian for a 6-pack.
Okay.
And the same on the 6000s too.
Okay.
38 and 44, 220, 260.
Okay.
And we ship the US every day. And we have a handful of U.S. dealers as well.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Bob.
Yep. See you later. You can't have Otter Valley without an otter. And it's snowing out here in Amherst. Over here at Rapido Trains, got some Iowa Interstate M420R locos. So that's an HO scale. And we have a lot of other details over there. Let's go find some N scale. There's no N scale over here, but they got some E8, E9 combinations, Burlington Northern, and Amtrak as well. We also have some H16-44s with ESU lock sound. Those are coming out at some point in time. And it'd be $225 without sound and $335 with sound. And we got some cabooses and some home shops, Rapido exclusive line here that's being sold over there in the Young building. And we have some right here. And then we get over to the N scale stuff. And you have cabooses. Lots and lots of different styles of cabooses with road names. And then you got, looks like some coil cars. And some locomotives. Doesn't look like there's any new announcements from Rapido for N scales. We have the Wonka train. There's a lot of little gobstoppers in there. Wonka bars. We have a Hershey chocolate plant. Oh, there you go. All the signals, everything's lit up. Pretty good. Now we got Reading Railroad here. More readings. Yes, I said it wrong. I know you guys pronounce it Reading, but just throwing some shade. This is definitely an impressive layout. Nice and long, all the way down there, and all the way down there. The Reading Company, Technical and Historical Society. The Reading Company, Technical and Historical Society. They all come with a buffet of food too, so that's always nice to have at a train show. Okay, the Free-moN N scalers that I'm a part of, this is their layout. We're just going to start with this end. And it's going to go in a giant U shape with kind of a weird kind of tail. So this is the reverse loop on this end. You can go in, a lot of train space on there. My 42 engine and car length can definitely fit in that area. And we have a long train coming through here. We have what? The El Capitan?
Super Chief.
Super Chief. So it goes all the way around. And we'll come back to this area here where an auto reverser will kick in and switch this switch. Or if it doesn't work, you press the black button and it switches. So hopefully we'll see if this works. Ooh, it worked. Just in the nick of time. Need to go a little slower. Because that's not a fast switch. So we go down here to this module. Newly redesigned. With new roads. Got some new buildings on it. And we come down to this other module that has been around for a little while, and it has a brand new road in it. It seems to be a theme this time around, a lot of new roads. And it's basically a double track with some switching in here to go off to some sidings, and stub end sidings, and a crossover. And it's modeled after a real place. I'm not exactly sure where, but I could ask. And then we get double track down here to this area here. And we have some switching going on. Someone's got to wait while the other one goes through on the single track. And then we have the Holland area here. Not sure where Holland is, but it's not the country, it's a town somewhere. But it's got a warehouse and some office buildings and so forth. And warehouses and businesses. And you go over here to this little prairie thing here, and you've got some 3D printed tractors and fencing, and some 3D printed grain elevators, or grain bins, basically, not elevators. Looks like you got some cow fences, cattle guards, and fencing and so forth. A little transition module, or small little tiny module for a spacer module. I guess you could call this a spacer module. And then we got this corner module. Now everything from this corner module down that you've seen so far has been on one DCC district. And that's all run on one booster. Everything from here on is my stuff, and that's all been separated on the accessory bus. That's the start of another district. And so you've got 9 tracks across to store your trains at the train station. So it's a yard plus a train station. Burlington Station. It's in progress of being repaired. It accidentally got knocked onto the floor, and the center piece, pretty much shattered. But I was replacing that anyway. I got another model back at home that's going to be a little bit better made. So with some changes going on there. It's all part of the process. The train station has some crossovers in the center here, and it can cross over to go down to another area, which is the BNSF line, and most of the tracks in here are UP. And this is modeled after the actual area in Omaha, Nebraska for the Burlington Station, but with a fantasy extra tracks added in there. Everything's servo controlled by push button using Tam Valley Depot stuff. This other module here is mine as well. It mirrors the other transition module that we have. And then we start getting into the other district. We got Alaska Airstrip. And a little plane right there. Start getting into some southwest scenery here. And we curve into another person's module and switching area, engine servicing, whatever they want to do here. Actually, that's, well, ACR, Arizona and California Railroad Company, Parker District. Then we get down here to a Y section that goes off to a yard. And it was a reversing section, but it's now been disabled because of some issues, but it's now just go in, come out. So maintenance is trying to fix that issue right there, but they're a little slow.
They're always slow. I mean, it's been over a year since they've done anything to it.
Yeah, they just left the equipment laying there, and
I don't even see any people.
yeah, they're disappeared. A nice little Free-moN module here, a little short, narrow one, really. Something to fill in some space. And then a brand new module here, which is modeled after some area in, I believe, Arizona, with a dry riverbed down here. A lot of scenery still left to go on here, a lot of bushes and grasses and stuff like that. But it's mostly going to look like that other module we just passed. And it goes around to the other side. Got some hills there so that it snakes through the canyon. We start getting into some farmland. We got corn. And then we start getting into some grain elevators and sidings and stuff like that. Oh, we got some trees. We're probably getting into some mountainous regions over here. And we got some more switching. Little module like that.
Let them know about that Digitrack plug.
Oh, the Digitrack plug? Oh, okay.
The internet needs to know.
And then? And then?
I haven't figured out the pattern exactly. I can reproduce it with a QR knife too.
Then there's this bridge that I made. And so it's a nice 90-degree curve, modeled after absolutely nothing, but inspired by a lot of other trestle designs. And so I call it low bidder bridge because the lowest bidder built it. Another transition, switching module. And then we have this big thing here, which we have a dead end over here. And it switches in and can go around the loop. It goes around the loop in the mountain. And it can come out and switch to go straight or go to the left and down that other leg. So here you got all the scenes. You got some mobile homes laying out here in the middle of nowhere because people live there. Of course, you got the future site of Big Bob's tree farm with one tree. And what? I don't know what that says. DTY goods. No, do-it-yourself goods or something like that, right?
Dry goods.
Dry goods. Yeah, I got to get my glasses. It says dry goods. How about I zoom in on that if you can't see that? Here we go. I don't know. McCormick's or Cormices dry goods. The font is weird, so, but anyway, if you guys can figure that out, let me know. And then we've got this big old mountain here. We got trains coming through over some river areas, through the tunnels. Got another tunnel here. You got a train come flying in right behind them after that. Somebody better speed up because someone's going to get rear-ended. Yep. So they can go through that direction, right back the other way if they want, or they come in and go down this leg through this intersection. Got some homes out there in the middle of nowhere. You got a highway, and you got rail crossings underneath the bridge. So the trains can come through there. And we got a small little siding down here, and an area that looks like they buried a bunch of old coal cars to make a raised platform so they could drive in and dump whatever they want to into waiting coal cars on the side and load things up. And then we come to another loop at the end, which used to have windmills on here, but that was sold to another person and he wanted to keep his windmills, so he pulled the windmills off, and it's going to be remodeled into some other design, but mostly it will remain a loop. And that is the end of this Free-moN layout here at Amherst, the Model Railroad Train Show. And of course we got a space over there for all our stuff, and we got YouTubers making YouTube videos on their railroads, you know, trains going by and so forth, trying to get good shots, as we all like to do. Well, the train show is about to close, and it's been a great show. Very busy on Saturday. Over 15,000 people showed up just on Saturday alone. They have not announced how many people showed up today, so we'll see. But it's been a pretty good show overall. Too bad it was snowing and rainy today, so that kept some of the crowds away, I believe. Plus it's Sunday. Maybe somebody wanted to watch football games or something. I have no idea. But anyway, had a great show. Ran a lot of trains. Saw some friends and some new things. Hope you enjoy this show from DaBob's N-Scale ManCave, and come out to Amherst next year, end of January, every year, last weekend of January. So, if this is your first time visiting DaBob's N-Scale ManCave, consider subscribing. Click that link down below in the subscription and ring that bell as well to get notified of future videos like this one. And as always, ManCavians, happy model railroading. You stay off those tracks.